Namaskar, once again welcome all of you, day 7 introduction program. We are here with new practices along with some revision of previous practices. So let us start today's session with prayer. Sit in any comfortable posture, either Sukhasan, Ardha Padmasan, Padmasan. Place your both hands on your both knees, close your eyes and observe your sitting position. Keep your spine erect, keep your shoulder relaxed and prepare yourself physically and mentally for yoga sadhana. Now join your palms together in Namaskar Mudra. We will start with Omkar followed by prayer. Sangachadvam samvadadvam samvo manasi janatam deva bhagam yatha purve sangyānāna upasate sangyānāna upasate. Now bring your palms back, gently open your eyes. Now we will start with loosening practices or Sukshvayam. For Sukshvayam, please stand up at your place. First practice neck movements. For neck movements, observe your standing position. Stand with the feet 2 to 3 inches apart. Place your hands by the side. Don't touch your palms to the thighs. Keep them relaxed. This is a samsthiti. Keep your eyes closed for a while and observe your standing position. In this position, your whole body weight should be on your both feet. Now first practice we will do forward and backward movement. Gently open your eyes. Place your hands on your hip joint. Inhale in the center. With exhalation, drop your head down and try to touch your chin to the chest. Inhale, come back in the center. Exhale, bend your neck backward. Feel the stretched front side of your neck region. Inhale, come back to the starting position. We will do one more time. Exhale, bend your head forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, bend your neck backward. Inhale, come back to the starting position. Next practice right and left bending. Inhale in the center. Exhale, drop your head towards the right side so that you can move your right ear close to the right shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, drop your head towards the left side and feel the stretch in opposite side. Inhale, come back. We will repeat one more time. Exhale, drop your head towards the right side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, drop your head towards the left side. Inhale, come back. Now we will move towards the third movement of the neck region, right and left twisting. First inhale in the center. With exhalation, twist your neck towards the right side so that your chin in line with the right shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn your neck towards the left side, twist. Inhale, come back. We will repeat one more time. With exhalation, twist your neck towards the right side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn your neck towards the left side. Inhale, come back. Neck rotation. For the neck rotation, with exhalation, press your chin towards your chest. Now you will rotate your head in a clockwise direction. Inhale, move your head backward, and with exhalation, move your head forward. Now we will do anti-clockwise direction. Inhale, move your head from left shoulder to backward, and with exhalation, move your head from right shoulder to forward. This is a one round. We will repeat one more time. With inhalation, go back and press your chin forward. With exhalation, repeat from an anti-clockwise. Go back and with exhalation, press your chin towards your chest. Inhale, come back to the center. Now with exhalation, bring your arms by the side. Close your eyes and feel the impact of neck movements. Feel the changes in your neck region after the practice of forward, backward, side bending and the rotation of the neck region. Now we will do shoulder movements. Gently open your eyes and focus at one point. Keep your hands by the side of your thighs. Inhale, slowly raise your arms up over your head, completely stretched upward. Keep your palms outside and stretch your arms parallel to each other. Exhale, slowly come back. We will repeat one more time. With inhalation, raise your both arms up, stretch, keep them parallel. Exhale, slowly come down. Now next practice, shoulder rotation. Inhale, raise your both arms by the side up to the shoulder level. Now turn your palms upward and place your fingers on the respective shoulder. Now try to touch your elbows in front of your chest. Inhale, make a circle with your elbows, raise up, and exhale, drop your elbows by the side and then keep them joined in front of the chest. We will do one more time. Inhale, make a complete circle with your elbows. Exhale. Now we will do in anti-clockwise direction. Exhale, drop your elbows down. With inhalation, raise your elbows up and try to join in front of your chest. One more time. Repeat. Now slowly stretch your elbows by the side with inhalation. Stretch your arms by the side And with exhalation, bring your arms back and relax in a Samasthiti. Again observe the impact of shoulder movement in your shoulder joint, shoulder muscles. Now we will move towards trunk twisting. Gently open your eyes. Now spread your legs at shoulder length apart. Inhale, raise your both arms up to the shoulder level and palm facing to each other. Exhale, twist your body towards the right side. Keep your right hand straight and bend your left elbow. Inhale, come back to the center position. Exhale, twist your body towards the left side. In a final twisting, try to keep your both arms at your shoulder level and twist from lumbosacral region. Inhale, come back. We will repeat one more time. Exhale, twist the body towards the right side and look at your right hand fingers. Inhale, come back. Exhale, twist your body towards the left side. With inhalation, slowly come back to the center position. Exhale, bring your arms down and join your feet together. Close your eyes and relax your body in Samasthiti. Again, feel the impact of trunk twisting practice in your lower back region. Now we will do knee movement. Once again, gently open your eyes and spread your legs comfortably apart and keep your feet parallel to each other. Inhale, raise your both arms up to the shoulder level and keep your palms facing downward. Exhale, bend your knees and come in half squatting position. In a final position, try to keep your thighs parallel to the ground and keep your arms at your shoulder level, slightly down. Inhale, come up. We will repeat one more time. Exhale, bend your knees, maintain and inhale, come up. Exhale, bring your arms back, join your feet together and close your eyes. Relax yourself in Samasthiti and observe here throughout the body after the practice of Sukshmayam. Observe your neck region, shoulder joint, your lower back and the knee region. These practices helps to improve microcirculation in our body. Now we will move towards practice of Yogasana. First practice, Tadasana. Gently open your eyes, turn by the side. Stand with the 2 to 3 inches apart. Inhale, raise your both arms up to the shoulder level. Interlock your fingers and with exhalation, turn your palms out. Inhale, once again, stretch your arms over your head upward and align your body in a straight line. Now focus at one point. Inhale, raise your heels up and balance on your toes. Maintain the final position with normal breaths. Align in a straight line. Exhale, bring your heels down. Release the interlock and once again stretch your both arms up and bring by the side. Relax in a Samasthiti. Close your eyes and feel the impact of Tadasana. This is very good to improve the stability throughout the body as well as mind. Now we will do Rikshasana. Turn this side. Now with exhalation, bend your right knee and place your right foot root of the left thigh. Balance here. Now inhale, raise your both arms by the side and join your palms together in Namaskar Mudra over your head. Stretch your whole body. This is a final position of Rikshasana. It is a balancing posture. For the balance, you have to be focused at one point. Now with exhalation, bring your arms back and release your right foot back. We will repeat from the left side. Exhale, bend your left knee and place the root of the right thigh. Inhale, raise your both arms upward and join your palms together in Namaskar Mudra. Stretch completely, align your body in the center. Be there with normal breathing. Exhale, bring your arms down and release your left foot back. Close your eyes and feel the impact of Rikshasana. This is very good to improve neuromuscular coordination. You can observe the changes after the practice of Rikshasana. Now we will do Padhasasana. Once again turn towards the right side and stand straight with the feet 2 to 3 inches apart. Inhale, raise your both arms upward over your head from the front side, completely stretch the body. Now with exhalation, bend your body forward from the lower back and try to touch your palms to the ground and keep them beside your feet and stretch your back as much as possible. Be there with normal breathing. Feel the stretching the back side of your legs. This is an extreme forward bending practice. Those who are not able to do, they can do simplified version of Padhasasana. Now inhale, stretch your arms and stretch your whole body. With exhalation, bring your arms back and relax them by the side of your thighs. Be there, close your eyes and feel the impact in your lower back and pelvic joint. Now we will do counter pose of Padhasasana is Ardha Chakrasan. Gently open your eyes. Your standing position should be same, 2 to 3 inches apart. Now place your palms over your hip joint. Keep your fingers pointed forward and thumb backward. Bend your elbows backward and keep them parallel to each other. Inhale, drop your head back and with exhalation bend backward as much as possible. Drop your shoulder, move your chest upward. This is the final position of Ardha Chakrasan. It is a backward bending position. Maintain with normal breath and keep your elbows parallel to each other, legs straight. Now with inhalation, slowly come back. Exhale, bring your arms back and relax them. Close your eyes, feel the impact of Ardha Chakrasan. This is very good practice to relieve the tension from our lower back. Now we will move towards Trikonasana. Turn this side. For Trikonasana, spread your legs 2 to 3 feet apart and keep your feet parallel to each other. Inhale, slowly raise your both arms by the side up to the shoulder level. Turn your palms outward. Now we will do with the right side. Turn your right foot towards the right side. First inhale in the center and with exhalation bend your body towards the right side. So that place your right hand beside the right foot and left hand stretch in the straight line of your right arm. In a final position, slowly turn your neck up and gaze at your left hand fingers. Maintain with normal breaths. Inhale, slowly come back. We will repeat from the left side. Slowly turn your right foot back and turn your left foot towards the left side. Inhale. With exhalation, bend your body towards the left side. Place your left hand beside the left foot. Stretch your right arm in line with the left arm. Turn your neck and gaze at your right hand fingers. Try to keep your both knees straight. Inhale, slowly come back in the center. Turn your left foot back. Exhale, bring your arms down. Join your feet together and relax in a samsthiti. Be there for few seconds. Observe the changes after the practice of standing asanas. Now we will move towards the sitting posture. Slowly sit down with the legs stretched outward. First asana we will going to practice Padhasasana. First, relax your body in Virajasana. Take a support, your hands, relax your legs, drop your head back. This is a starting position of all sitting asanas. Now, join your feet together. Place your hands by the side of your thighs and keep your spine erect. This is a Dandasana position. Now, bend your knees and join your sole together. With exhalation, hold your toes and pull your heels towards your body as much as you can. Then slowly inhale, press your knees down and stretch your spine upward. Close your eyes and be there in a final position with normal breaths. Those who are not able to sit on the ground, they can take a support with the bolster and the blanket under the buttocks. Now gently release your legs, relax your hands by the side and stretch your legs outward. Take a support with your hands backward and rest the body in Ushrasan. Now we will move towards Virajasana. Once again come in Dandasana position with joined legs together, hands by the side. Now slowly bend your right knee and place your right foot under the right buttock. Similarly, bend your left knee and place your left foot under the left buttock. In a final position, your big toe touching to each other and your buttocks should be in between your heels. Now place your palms over your knees. Keep your back and neck straight. Close your eyes. This is the final position of Virajasana. Be there with normal breathing. Observe your body position and prepare yourself for next Virajasana series. Now we will move towards Ushrasan. Gently open your eyes. Inhale, stand on your knees. Exhale, place your hands over your buttocks. Keep your elbows parallel to each other. Inhale, bend your head backward. And with exhalation, bend backward as much as possible from the lower back. Push your chest upward in a final position. Observe your thighs is vertical to the ground. Now slowly come back with inhalation. Exhale, bring your arms by the side. Now come back to the Virajasana position and relax for a few seconds. Observe the impact of Ushrasan on your lower back. Now we will do Ushrasan. Those who cannot perform Ushrasan, they will again repeat Ushrasan. For Ushrasan, once again stand on your knees and spread your knees and feet comfortably apart. Now inhale, bend backward, and with exhalation, place your right hand over your right heel and left hand over your left heel. Now try to push your pelvic slightly forward so that you can balance your body weight on your thighs and the shoulder region. Observe in a final position your thighs perpendicular to the ground and your body weight equally distribute on your arms and thighs. Be there with normal breathing. Now with inhalation, slowly come up without any jerk, and exhale, come back to the Virajasana position and relax yourself in Virajasana. Eyes closed and observe the changes after the practice of Ushrasan. Now we will do the counter pose of Ushrasan is Chakrasan. Spread your knees wide apart. Inhale, place your palms between your knees. Exhale, stretch your back forward and try to touch your chest or chin to the ground. If you are not able to touch your chin, then you can touch your forehead to the ground. Be there with closed eyes and try to release the tension from the lower back after the practice of Ushrasan. Be there with normal breaths. Now with inhalation, slowly come up, and with the support of your hands come back to the Virajasana position and relax here with closed eyes. Now we will move towards Uttan Mandukasana. Please turn this side. For Uttan Mandukasana, spread your knees comfortably apart so that you comfortably sit in between your heels. Your hip should touch to the ground. Now with inhalation, raise your both arms over your head. Stretch completely, and with exhale, bend your elbows and try to place your right hand on your left shoulder blade and left hand on your right shoulder blade. Keep your elbows pointed upward and stretch your spine without any tension. Close your eyes. This is a final position of Uttan Mandukasana. Be there with normal breaths. Observe your spinal region. There should not be any arch in a final position. Elbows pointed upward. Be there and observe your inhalation and exhalation. Now with inhale, once again stretch your both arms up. Exhale, bring your arms down and join your knees together and come back to the Virajasana position. Now after the Uttan Mandukasana, we will practice of Makrasan. For Makrasan, slowly come in Dandasana position. Stretch your legs outward. And place your palms beside your hip region. Keep your toes, heels together, knees together. Keep your spine erect. Now for Makrasan, from Dandasana, slowly bend your right knee and place your right foot beside the left knee. Bring your left arm around the right knee and clasp right foot arch, and take your right arm back and take a support with your right arm. First inhale, stretch your spine up. Exhale, twist your body towards the right side. Keep your left toe relaxed. This is the final position of Makrasan. Maintain with the normal breaths. Inhale, slowly come back and relax your hands by the side of your hip region and relax your right leg stretched outward. Now we will repeat from the left side. Bend your left knee and place your left foot beside the right knee. Now take a support with the left hand backward and raise your right arm over the left knee and clasp the left foot arch. Those who cannot hold the arch, they can hold the ankle region also. Now inhale, stretch your spine up, and with exhalation twist your body towards the left side. Look backward and twist completely from lumbosacral region. Be there with normal breathing. In a final position, your whole body weight should be on your both hip joint. Now inhale, slowly come back. Relax your hands by the side and relax your left leg forward. Relax your whole body in Virajasana. Take a support with your hands backward. Drop your neck and relax your toes. Be there and feel the impact of all sitting asanas. Now we will move towards prone lying posture. comfortably flat on your abdomen. Keep your legs together, stretch your arms forward. Now bend your elbows and place palm above the palm and rest your cheek on your palms. Now spread your legs and keep your toes pointed outward. This is a Makrasan position. Be there with normal breathing and completely relax your whole body on your abdomen line. Now we will practice Bhujangasana. Join your feet together and place your palms beside your chest. Keep your elbows pointed upward and keep them close to the body. Place your chin to the ground. Inhale, slowly raise your chin, shoulder and chest upward and then bend backward as much as possible. Be there with normal breaths. In a final position, keep your toes, heels and knees together, elbows close to the body. Now with exhalation, slowly come down and relax your whole body in Makarasana. Spread your legs, toes pointed outward and relax your cheek on your palms. Close your eyes and feel the impact of Bhujangasana. Now we will do the practice of Shalabhasana. Once again, join your feet together and place your palms beside your thighs, palm facing downward. Keep your chin to the ground. Now inhale, raise your both legs up without bending from the knees. Raise upward as much as possible. Be there in a final position with normal breaths. Feel the maximum pressure in your lower back. Keep your legs straight. Now with exhalation, slowly come down. Relax once again in Makarasana. Legs apart. Rest your cheek on your palms. Close your eyes and feel the impact of Shalabhasana. Now we are moving towards supine posture. Slowly turn by the side and come on back line position. Lie down comfortably on your back. Today we are going to introduce a new asana, Supine Bandasana. In this posture, the final position of the body just like a bridge. Setu means bridge. First we are going to introduce simplified version of Supine Bandasana. Those who have severe back problem and neck problem, cervical spondylitis, they will avoid this posture. Now we will start the Supine Bandasana. Bend your knees and place your feet close to your buttocks and place your hands by the side of your body, palm facing downward. This is our first step to perform simplified version of Supine Bandasana. Now inhale, slowly raise your buttocks back upward as much as you can. Now maintain according to your own capacity. Keep your knees and feet parallel to each other and your knees in line with your feet. Now with exhalation, slowly come down and rest your back to the ground. You have noticed in this posture, we are shifting whole body weight towards our shoulder region. That's why we are avoiding this posture in a neck problem. Now we will do the complete posture of Supine Bandasana. Now Hold the ankles with your hands and pull your heel close as much as possible towards your buttocks. Now with inhalation, raise your buttocks and lower back up and push your back upward. This is the final position of Setu Bandasana. Maintain with the normal breaths. In this position, your chest is close to your chin region and your thighs completely stretch. Now with exhalation, slowly drop your body down and relax on your back lying position. Stretch your legs down and relax for the few seconds. Relax your toes, relax your arms, palm facing upward. You have practiced the final position of Setu Bandasana. We will practice one more time. First, relax yourself and observe the changes after the practice of Setu Bandasana. Now once again, bend your knees and place your feet close to your buttocks. Hold your ankles comfortably. Inhale, slowly raise your buttocks and trunk up as much as you can. Now keep breathing normal and maintain the final position. This position, this asana is very good for slip disc. Now slowly with exhalation, drop your body down and keep your legs straight down. Relax your whole body on back lying position. Observe the changes in your lower back region. This asana completely pressure create in our lower back. It helps to improve the digestion, and along with this benefit, it's very good to calm our mind and remove the stress, anxiety. We are going to introduce Saral Matsyasana. Those who have high blood pressure, they must avoid this asana. Now join your feet together and place your palms beside your head region. Take a support with your palms. Slowly raise your head, shoulder and the chest upward with inhalation. And try to place top of the head to the ground. Make sure you can balance here, then release your hands and place your palms over your thighs and press your elbows to the ground. This is another variation of Saral Matsyasana, but those who cannot perform this asana in this way, they can perform another variation of Saral Matsyasana. While we coming back from Saral Matsyasana, again move your hands back and take a support with your palms. Slowly raise your head up and rest your shoulder down. Relax the body. Bring your arms back. Relax on your supine lying position. Now we will move towards Uttan Padhasana. Join your feet together. Place your hands by the side, palm facing downward. Inhale, slowly raise your both legs up to 45-degree angle. Keep your toes relaxed without bending your knees. Maintain with the normal breathing. Those who cannot perform, they can perform the simplified version of Uttan Padhasana. You have learned in a last day practice. Now slowly come back with exhalation. Relax your body, legs apart, hands apart, and observe the changes in your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Now we will do the practice of Ardha Halasana. Once again, join your feet together and place your palms beside your thighs, palm facing downward. Inhale, raise your both legs up to the 90 degree. In a final position, your legs perpendicular to the ground. Observe in this position, from your heels to hip is a straight line and hip to shoulder is a straight line. Be there with normal breathing. Keep your shoulder and neck relaxed. Now with exhalation, slowly bring your legs down. And relax on your supine line posture. Relax your toes, arms, completely relax the body. Now we will practice Pawan Mukthasan. Join your feet together, place your hands by the side. Inhale, raise your both legs at 90. Now bend your knees and press them towards your chest. Inhale, interlock your fingers, and with exhalation, press your knees once again close to your chest. First, take a deep inhale and exhale, raise your head up and try to touch your chin or nose in between your knees. This is the final position of Pawan Mukthasan. Maintain with normal breaths. Now exhale, bring your head back. Release the interlock your fingers, and with inhalation stretch your legs up. Exhale, bring your legs down and relax the body on your back. Relax your toes, arms, and feel the impact of Pawan Mukthasan. This is very good practice to release the tension from the spinal region, and it gets strengthened the spine muscles and the ligaments. Now we will do one new asana, Makrasan. For Makrasan, join your feet together and bend your knees and place your feet close to your buttocks. Now spread your arms by the side up to the shoulder level. Even you can place your palms close to your head region, bend your elbows. Now Makrasan is a twisting posture and it gets relieved from the spinal region, but those who have the severe back problem or hernia patients, they should avoid this practice. Now inhale in the center. With exhalation, drop your knees towards the right side and neck left side. In a final position, you will touch your right knee to the ground and left knee above your right knee. This is a final position. Be there with normal breath. With inhalation, slowly come back in the center, and we will repeat to the other side. Exhale, drop your both knees towards the left side and neck right side. Just try to place your knee above the knee and toe above the toe. This is a spinal twisting posture. Slowly come back in the center. We will do another variation of the same practice. Slightly spread your feet and knees shoulder length apart, and your hand position should be same. Now with exhale, drop your both knees towards the right side and once again turn your neck left side. In this position, your right knee will touch to the ground and your left knee will touch your right foot. Inhale, slowly come back in the center. Exhale, repeat to the other side, drop your both knees towards the left side and twist your neck towards the right side. Feel the stretching in your pelvic region, lower back and above thigh. Inhale, slowly come back in the center. Exhale, stretch your legs down. Bring your arms by the side and relax them. Keep your palms upward, feet apart, toes relax. Feel the impact of after Makrasan, twisting posture. This posture is not included in common yoga protocol. Just completely relax your whole body. Now we will do the practice of Shalabhasana. Observe your supine position. Your legs should be comfortably apart. Your arms by the side and palm facing upward. Keep your neck in center. Observe your whole body should touch to the ground. Completely rest with the physical body as well as mental body in Shalabhasana. Observe your inhalation and exhalation. Shalabhasana is very good practice to remove the stress from our body and mind. Become aware with the normal breathing and try to make it deep, slow and long with your awareness. Try to release all kind of tension. Shalabhasana is very good to release stress from psychosomatic, psychophysiological system. Now we move towards some breathing practices. Slowly turn by the side and come back to the sitting position. We will do some breathing practices, yogic deep breathing sit comfortably in any posture, either Sukhasan or Padmasana. Keep your back neck straight. Place your both hands in a Jnana Mudra over your knees. Now observe your normal breathing. And be conscious. Try to make it deep and rhythmic inhalation and exhalation. Through the practice of yogic deep breathing, during inhalation, observe the expansion of your abdomen, chest and upper throat region, and during exhalation, feel the relaxation in a reverse manner, your shoulder, chest and abdomen. Continue 4 to 5 rounds of deep breathing. Make sure your breathing should be rhythmic without any interruption. Now we will do the practice of Anulom Vilom Pranayam with this deep breathing. Keep your left hand in a Jnana Mudra and adopt Pranayam Mudra from your right hand and place this Pranayam Mudra close to the nostril region. Inhale from your left nostril by the closing of your right nostril. Now close your left nostril and exhale completely through the right nostril. Again inhale through the right and exhale through the left. This is a one round of Anulom Vilom or Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. Repeat 4 more rounds according to your own pace. Just maintain the ratio of your inhalation and exhalation and try to make your breathing rhythmic, in flow, without any interruption. Just observe the free flow of breathing. Nadi Shodhan Pranayam channelize our nadis, channelize our pran. It gives the calmness effect to our mind. Completely exhale through the left nostril and relax your right hand down. Be there with closed eyes and feel the impact after the practice of alternate nostril breathing. Now we will practice of Dhyan. Once again observe your sitting position. Keep your back neck straight. Place your hands in a Dhyana Mudra in your lap. palm above the palm and place in your lap. Keep your shoulder relaxed. Slightly uplift your chin and be there. Try to focus, mild focus in between your eyebrow center. Try to dissolve your thoughts and focus on a simple, pure thought. Here we are practicing dharana, which leads towards dhyan. Now is time to come back and make a simple resolution in your mind. I commit myself to remain in a balanced state of mind and body all time. I commit to my duty to self, family, at work, to society and to the world for the promotion of peace, health and harmony. Now we will conclude the session with Shanti part. Slowly join your palms together in Namaskar Mudra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyit dukha bhag bhave, ma kasyit dukha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Place your palms over your eyes. Gently remove your palms and open your eyes. Thank you.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So once again I welcome you all in the day 7 of CYP Introduction Program lecture session. Today's topic of lecture is mechanism of breathing. So first of all, take a deep breath in So, breathing is the most important vital part of human being, yet it is mostly neglected one. You are breathing when you are awake, you are breathing when you are sleeping, you are breathing when you are walking, when you are talking, you are breathing all the time, but rarely we are aware of our breath. And in yoga, breathing plays most important role in controlling your mind. So, it is very important to know the mechanism of breathing. So, let us understand what is the mechanism of breathing today for this lecture session. For this, we have to understand first of all the anatomy and physiology of the respiratory system. So, let us get into that. First of all, the question arises in the mind, why we take breath? We breathe in order to absorb oxygen and to throw away CO2, and both the processes being absolutely essential for the life of a human being. So, before getting into the mechanism of breathing, let us briefly get into the anatomy and physiology of the respiratory system. So, our respiratory system is the set of organs which includes our nasal passages, the larynx, the trachea, the bronchial tubes and lungs that allows a person to breathe and exchange oxygen and CO2 throughout the body. So, this is our respiratory system. So, this is our human respiratory system. You can see starting from the nasal cavity, there is our pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, then going into bronchioles, then alveoli. There are lungs, right and left lung, you can see, and there are respiratory muscles also, and the ribs surrounding the lungs. The organs of the respiratory tract, we can divide them into two groups, upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. In the upper respiratory tract comes our nose or nasal cavity, our sinuses, pharynx and the larynx, and the lower respiratory tract consists of the trachea, the windpipe, bronchial tree and the lungs. So, briefly just get into all these anatomical structures. So, when we breathe in, our breathing starts from nose. So, what is the function of nose? It provides an entrance first of all, it is a gateway for air in which air is filtered by the hairs inside the nostrils. So, in our nostril there are tiny hairs, cilia. It has two portions, external nose and internal nose. So, the interior area of the nose lined with a sticky mucous membrane and contains tiny surface hairs, cilia, and the nose is divided medially by the nasal septum. The function of the nose is to warm and filter incoming air. So, when the air enters into your nose, it becomes warm, it filters the dust particles and it becomes moist also. So, when you will inhale through the mouth, so that function will not happen. That is why we always say to breathe in through the nostril and not from the mouth, and all the dust particles are trapped by the mucus, so that they cannot enter inside the body. After the nostril comes the pharynx. The pharynx, the throat, is a funnel shaped structure that lies posterior to the nasal cavity and anterior to the cervical vertebra. It is a common passageway for both food and air, and it provides a resonating chamber for the sound. After the nose, here comes the pharynx. So, after the pharynx comes the larynx, which is the voice box. It is an enlargement in the airway superior to the trachea. So, superior to the trachea means it comes before trachea and inferior to the pharynx, that means after pharynx, larynx comes. What is the function of larynx? It helps keep particles from entering the trachea, which is the windpipe, and also houses the vocal cords. So, it is composed of the framework of muscles and cartilage bound by the elastic tissues. It is composed of muscles and cartilage. Now, here comes trachea, which is the windpipe. It is a tubular passageway for the air, and it is located anterior to the esophagus, which is a food pipe, and it extends from the larynx to the fifth thoracic vertebra, where it is divided further into the right and left bronchi. The tracheal wall is supported by incomplete cartilaginous rings, which are 20 in number. So, the trachea divides into the bronchi, the right and the left bronchi. So, they are the main air passages into the lungs. They are composed of the right primary bronchus leading to the right lung and left primary bronchus leading to the left lung. So, the trachea divides into bronchi, the right and the left, which goes inside the lungs, which further divides into bronchioles and further divides again and again, and then here is the bronchial tree. So, the bronchial tree consists of branch tubes leading from the trachea to the alveoli. So, the bronchial tree composed of branch tubes. The bronchi further divides again and again, and it terminates into alveoli. What are the alveoli? They are the tiny sacs, air sacs. So, the branches of the bronchial tree from the trachea, the right and left primary bronchi, they further subdivide into bronchioles, and they give rise to alveolar ducts. The ducts basically terminate into alveoli. So, it is through these the membrane of the alveoli where the actual gaseous exchange takes place. So, the exchange between the oxygen and CO2 occurs in the alveoli. Now, we talk about the lungs. They are the paired soft spongy cone shaped lungs. They are separated medially by the mediastinum and are enclosed by the diaphragm and thoracic cage, and they are enclosed within the membrane, pleural membrane. There are two layers of pleural membrane, and they enclose and protect both the lungs. You will be surprised to know that lungs, both right and left, they are not equal in size. The right lung is larger and the left is smaller. The right lung has 3 lobes and left lung has 2 lobes, and each lobe is composed of the air passages, alveoli, nerves, blood vessels, lymphatic vessels and connective tissues. So, these are the right and the left lung. You can see the lobes inside. In the right lung there are 3 lobes and in the left there are 2 lobes. So, here are the grapes like alveoli. You must have eaten a bunch of grapes. So, they look, alveoli just look like a bunch of grapes. So, the tiny air sacs in your lungs, and they are the smallest passageway in the respiratory system. They are the smallest, and with that you can imagine having bunch of grapes, and with each grape indicating an alveolus. So, this is where basically the primary exchange of gases occurs through the process of diffusion. So, diffusion happens between the alveoli and the capillary surrounding the alveoli. You inhale, you take in oxygen, then there will be oxygen in the alveoli, and that will enter into the capillaries, and CO2 will enter into the alveoli, and it will be move out of the lungs. So, by the process of diffusion this all occurs. So, by this how much we can breathe? The average total lung capacity of an adult human male is about 6 liters of air, and the average human respiratory rate is 12 to 16 breaths per minute in adults. So, or each breath is generally of 5 to 6 seconds. So, in 1 minute a normal healthy average respiratory rate is 12 to 16 breaths. You can check here right now. So, now let us come towards today's topic, mechanism of breathing. So, the process of breathing is divided into 2 distinct phases. When you inhale, also known as inspiration, and when you exhale, it is known as expiration. So, what happens when you inhale? There is a respiratory muscle known as diaphragm which contracts and descends, and then your ribs goes upward. There are muscles which goes upward, and there are diaphragm which goes downward. So, what happens? There is enlargement, increase in the thoracic cavity, and during expiration reverse process happens. So, the diaphragm relaxes and comes into its original position. So, you can see here in the first picture and the second picture. In the first picture diaphragm is going down, and the second picture diaphragm is moving up. So, in this way or inspiration and expiration occurs. These are the respiratory muscles. You can see the diaphragm, it is a dome shaped sheet of muscle which is the main muscle of respiration, and is separating your thoracic and abdominal cavity. Then there are intercostal muscles, they are the muscles of the rib cage. There are external intercostal muscles which are like they pull the rib up, and then there is internal intercostal muscles which are on the inner surface, they pull the ribs down. So, you can see here internal and external intercostal muscles, and then there are diaphragm, the main dome shaped muscle of respiration. So, getting deeper into the mechanism of breathing, the movement of air into and out of the lungs occurs as a result of pressure difference between the alveoli and environment. So, what happens when you inhale? So, you take air into the lungs. So, what happens when you are inhaling, diaphragm is going down and intercostal muscles are pulling the ribs upward. So, there is increase in the volume. So, the pressure inside the alveoli decreases. So, intrapulmonary pressure decreases in comparison with the atmospheric pressure. So, what happens? How the air moves? It moves down the pressure gradient. So, from the high pressure to low pressure, air will move in. So, because now there is less pressure inside your alveoli, so intrapulmonary pressure is less as compared to the atmospheric pressure, that is where air will move inside. And how expiration occurs? So, what happens when you exhale? Your first of all the diaphragm, it moves up and the ribs moves down. So, the thoracic cavity size decreases, its volume will decrease. So, pressure will increase. As when there is increase in pressure as compared to the atmospheric pressure, the intrapulmonary pressure is more. So, air will move out. So, it is not just function of your lungs only, it is a function of respiratory muscles also, they are involved in this process and they work as per the pressure gradient. It is known as Boyle's law. So, the pressure difference in the primary pulmonary system are induced by the changes in the lung volumes occurring as a result of the coordinated movement of diaphragm and chest. So, for this movement of diaphragm and chest should occur perfectly. So, the ribs move as per, there are two movements, the bucket handle movement and the pump handle movement. So, when you inhale, the lower ribs move will like this, when you exhale they will move down like this, and the pump handle movement occurs at the upper ribs. So, when you inhale it will move up like this, exhale it will move like this. This type of movement will happen. The breathing movements, the body uses muscles to change the volume of the thoracic cavity, or body uses these muscles, the diaphragm muscle and the intercostal muscles to change the volume. If the diaphragm will not move, your intercostal muscle will not move, there will not be any change in the volume of the thoracic cavity. So, when the diaphragm moves down and ribs move up, then the thoracic cavity's volume increases, and the volume increases, there is inverse relationship, pressure will be less, it will decrease, increase in volume, decrease in pressure. So, now if the pressure is less in the alveoli, then the atmospheric pressure, intrapulmonary pressure is less, so air will move in. So, that is a rule. These are the breathing movement. For this, muscle movement should be proper. So, here we are showing the inspiration phase. See, the diaphragm is contracting, it is moving down, intercostal muscles are contracting and rib cage is moving upward. So, what happens as a result? The lung volume is increasing and pressure inside the lungs is decreasing. So, air is moving inside. So, if the atmospheric pressure is 760 mm Hg and the pressure, intrapulmonary pressure is 759 mm Hg, it is less than the atmospheric pressure, there is negative -1 mm Hg pressure difference. So, air will move inside, and what happens in expiration phase? So, diaphragm is relaxing, it returns to dome shape and your intercostal muscles will also relax and they will move the rib cage downward. You can see here the diaphragm is relaxing and returning to its dome shape, intercostal muscles are relaxing and moving the rib cage downward. So, lung volume will decrease. When there will be less lung volume, the pressure inside the lungs will increase. So, now suppose the atmospheric pressure is 760 mm Hg, now intrapulmonary pressure is 761 mm Hg. So, what will happen? The air will move from higher pressure to lower pressure. So, air will move out of the lungs. So, that is about the mechanism of breathing. So, it there is a very important role of respiratory muscles and breathing mechanism, as you can see. This breathing is also regulated by the neural and chemical regulation. There are two centers in our brain, medullary center and the pontine center, and they also control our breathing. There is also neural and chemical regulation of our breathing. It involves our respiratory centers, efferent, efferent nerves, respiratory centers. The centers in the medulla oblongata and pons, they collect the sensory information from the level of oxygen and CO2 in the blood and determines the signals to be sent to the respiratory muscles. They give signal to the muscles, and stimulation of these respiratory muscles provide respiratory movements which leads to the alveolar ventilation. There is also a chemical regulation here. An increase in CO2 concentration leads to a decrease in the pH of the blood, which stimulates the respiratory center in the medulla, which sends the nervous impulses to the external intercostal muscles and the diaphragm to increase the breathing rate and the volume of the lungs during inhalation. So, now what are the types of breathing? As you can see, there are three different types of breathing. We are mentioning here abdominal breathing, thoracic chest breathing and clavicular breathing. So, what happens when you inhale? You can just place your hands on the navel. So, you can feel when you inhale, the abdomen is coming out. See, the diaphragm is moving down, the ribs are expanding up, and basically abdomen is coming out. This is abdominal breathing. You can do it. It is a natural way of breathing. It is moving the diaphragm down and releasing the abdominal organs outward, and there is a resultant expansion of the belly. It also optimizes the lungs capacity. It makes your breath rhythmic and regulated. You do it for a minute. When you are inhaling, feel the abdomen is bulging out. When you are exhaling, it is moving inside. You can see any small child, infant, when it sleeps, then you can see the abdominal movement of the child very clearly. But what happens when we are in stress? We do not do abdominal breathing. We forget that. We forget to breathe properly. So, the next breathing is chest or thoracic breathing. It is heaving of the chest of the rib cage. Now, the rib cage is expanding in all directions in this with inhalation, and with the exhalation the ribs revert to their original position. There is more movement of the ribs as compared to the abdomen here, and inhale of oxygen is also lower than the abdominal breathing, and the breath tends to be very fast. So, this form of breathing creates a heightened state of tension. During tension, this type of breathing occurs. To break this cycle, slow and deep abdominal breathing is of great help. It is also a powerful breathing technique for curing many respiratory ailments. So, what happens in this? You can place your hands on the ribs, lower ribs like this, and feel when you are inhaling, feel the expansion of the thoracic cavity, and with exhalation you can feel your ribs are moving back to the position. You can feel the bucket handle movement. So, this is our thoracic breathing. Now, next is the clavicular or the collarbone breathing. With this type of breathing, the air is flowing more in the top of the lungs. With inhalation, the upper part of the chest and the collarbones are lifted, and with exhalation they go lower. So, this is very shallow and rapid breathing, and it occurs in extreme stress and panic, or when there is a difficulty in breathing. So, in this you can just place your hands just below the collarbones, the clavicle. You can close your eyes and feel when you are inhaling, the collarbones are slightly lifted up. When you are exhaling, moving downward. So, these are all about the 3 types of breathing, the abdominal and the thoracic and the clavicular breathing, and we always recommend abdominal breathing as compared to thoracic and clavicle, and you can all combine them in yogic deep breathing also. So, let us once again repeat about today's topic, mechanism of breathing, that when you inhale, the diaphragm muscle moves down and your intercostal muscle, they pull the ribs upward and your lungs volume increase, and because of that the intrapulmonary pressure decreases as compared to the atmospheric pressure. So, air moves in, and what happens during exhalation, your diaphragm comes back to its resting position, the dome shape again, and your ribs moves downward with the help of the intercostal muscle, they also get relaxed, external intercostal muscle they get relaxed. So, the thoracic cavity volume decreases, and what happens when the volume decreases, then the pressure will be increased. When the intrapulmonary pressure increases as compared to the atmospheric pressure, so the air moves out. So, this is all about the mechanism of breathing. I hope you have learnt about it. I just request all of you to become aware of your breathing more and more. By controlling the breath, you can also control your mind. There is a strong connection, as you can see, there are muscles involved, there are nerves involved in the mechanism of breathing. It is not just about lungs or trachea or the movement of air from the nostrils to the windpipe, trachea and into the lungs. It is more about, it is also about the muscles, and it involves nervous center also, or brain also, it is getting involved. So, when the breathing is slow, your mind is relaxed, and when the breathing is fast, you are more agitated, under stress. So, by controlling your breathing, you can control your breathing also. Although breathing is involuntary process, but there is some voluntary control over it also. See, you can live without food for a few days, and you can live without water for some time also, but you cannot live without breathing. So, that is the importance and significance of breath. So, before learning about pranayam, we should know about the mechanism of breathing. So, that is all about today's lecture. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. Let us end the session with Om chanting. Shanti.